Hey everybody, how's it going? April 19th, Sunday. Peter here at Forte Trader. Several minutes before the market opens. Several hours before the grain markets open, by the way. Grain markets were open up a little bit later, Central Time, Sunday, 7 p.m. Central. So we still have a little bit of time, but I've been working on another project here, wrapping up Forte Trader Futures Pro V2 that I'm doing for current and upcoming new subscribers all around. Anyways, I want to get into one that I saw this weekend. I upgraded my TradingView account finally, and it's very beneficial to spread traders because, we could put on intraday spreads like this, and it helps us a lot. So let's go into corn. I saw something looking at our top commodities that we trade in our camp, which are high volume commodity spreads. They're commodities that have high volume within the spreads, and I saw an opportunity in corn, and I just want to kind of break that down. We are at not all time, but like pretty damn low pricing in the last several years on corn. It's taken a hit just along like with everything else, right? What hasn't taken a hit, but what isn't in a good buy area when you've taken such a darn blow? The only thing that I'm seeing is that there's nothing trending or giving me a signal for long except bunch of bottoms that we've been at before. And here, if we go to the weekly, that's pretty. If we go to the weekly, we can see that like in the last several year time span, we've had really good range of price, big range, but a respected price on corn at these levels. And let me see if I can get this guy here within this zone, okay? And it's been pretty well respected. And it came down years back off these other crazy highs. This high was like a super big drought that apparently corn went through in these years. I wasn't trading spreads back in these years here. So I was just trading outright. At this time, I was introduced to outright futures back way out in early 2010 and stuff like that. But, we can see how still market, when it ranges really well. It gets expanded when there's some noise around it, some drought. Another year of some drought. Last year over here, I got a little bit ran over. We had some floods in the Midwest, and I was taking a seasonal trade, wasn't looking at the technical charts, and I got a little bit personally ran over here. Here, all these guys were just pouting. No, sevens again. We're going to see sevens and eights. It's like what they wanted. They just want to like buy and hold the trade. But on a technical level, here, he could have been trading these ranges up and down and up and down and up and down. So what I'm seeing is, are we going to get hit this market open here with more poo-poo to come down here into this range and start trading up in that zone before we see higher highs? What's the likelihood? Well, ask yourself. Likelihood is since October of 2014, we've been hopping in between 314 and 440, and that's a huge range. And it's $50 a point. On corn. I'm sorry, $400 a point. And so we can get that same on a spread. And that's how I'd like to take this approach. As you see the 100 EMA too, price has been hopping in kind of in on that lately, up in and out of it. Anyways. So another thing I want to do real quick is I just want to check my dynamic support resistance. You could even trade them in smaller time frames. You could break it down into 4 hours. Commodities and Forex, really, really good with 4-hour time charts. So away from that, I just wanted to check something real quick here while we're live on this video. I'm going to hop back into my daily. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my spread charts now, right? What is my spread chart seeing on corn? It's the same. It's not a spread chart yet. It's a line chart. But I use a different workspace here, and I start creating spreads. So we're seeing it a little bit easier over a course of time. I don't have to look at squiggly candles, up and down candle. Just looking at a line chart on my dynamic support resistance here on TradingView, I see this is the same thing I was just telling you about. We've respected these prices for a long time, for years. This is years worth of data, okay, because we're looking at a monthly. And same thing before that. Occasional noise, things get crazy, but we'll get back in range. So I'm guessing, it's my opinion, I could be wrong, but I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times we've been around in this range at this pricing of 333. I'm thinking in today's price, corn is pretty damn cheap. Okay? I'm pretty damn sure a lot of people would like to agree that corn is pretty darn cheap. All right. Going back here, breaking down a little bit more microscopic view of the daily, this is where I got ran over last year and I got stubborn. Could have gotten out. It's easy to trade these things if you just use some simple rules. It breaks an area, doesn't respect that area. You get out, get back in when it gets in another area. You can see even the line chart formed like a head and shoulders pattern up here in the summer. When late summer, when that flood happened and they just couldn't get planting done at the right time over there and blah, 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 blah. Let's go back to the technicals. Technically, I'm seeing a chance that we finally pull up out of this and we have a good buy zone. How am I going to take this trade? I'm going to take a spread trade, and that's what I'm going to do. And then I share that with people in our group. But I want to try to get these things on video and then send them out on our commentaries as well. By the way, for those watching this for the first time, we commentate on. I commentate on bar chart and inside futures, and I send this out. It gets distributed to different ag companies if I'm talking about ag, if I'm talking about energy. And then I send it out to my list of people that are on my list. I give alerts out and ideas for free. And then my members, we just do a little bit more personalized stuff if we want to. But I'm sending out, I'm going to try to do a new thing and send video commentary, attach this to my email commentary. So you can subscribe and get these ideas for free in your email when I make them, and I'll send them out. And then the same time that I publish them now on YouTube and make a video commentary on it, and I'll just attach the videos in the email. I'm going to try that out and see how that works. But what I'd like to do on this market is put on a spread trade on our Futures Plus trading platform through TradeStation. And I'm an authorized educator there. So people that do get our course, they get a rebate from TradeStation for joining. And I help coach you through this process. Why would I like to take a spread on corn? It's more forgivable. It'll allow me to get in the market, get a pulse and an opportunity to get a piece of this market. And I'd rather just, that I can just take advantage of a spread. So, one way to look at it, if I look at putting it together, if I look at later months and I see that there was volume there, is I can build it like this. Like a later months spread. If I did that correctly. Did I do that correctly? Did I pick the right months? Like a SEP-DC. Is that what this is? September DC. And I can say, all right, I'd like to take this trade here on the SEP-DC minus 9 and 6, however the heck they call these points, and take it up to the first level. If I'm trading one, if I'm trading 3 contracts, I might want to take one and put a stop here, pull profits there, pull another one at minus 3, last one maybe up here, or just pull it all off. And that's how I'd like to do that, with the potential to make 3 to 5 points per contract. So that's how I'd like to spread this thing. So I'll leave it at that. I'm kind of going to try this out and see if we can do analysis on spreads, post them on YouTube, send them out to our viewers and our subscribers. As the market's just opened here and they just dipped on down already. Small little dip down on, looks like on our equities. These gap fill plays have just been amazing on all markets, guys. Look at a 15-minute on the ES. And, of course, this is the micro, but this was a clean gap fill last week. Very clean play. It was on some good news, fundamentally with this COVID stuff for a potential of cured. We gapped up on like a Friday or some deal and came on down. It was just a wonderful gap play. But anyway, that's the market over there, the actual equities. Back to corn. This is like my analysis for the week. I'd say let's take a long shot at this when the market's open and see what happens. Let's see. Looking at super trend real quick. We are no sign of a signal of an uptrend, but I can see it possibly coming here maybe shortly. it's probable. But that's my analysis, guys. Again, it's all my opinion. Don't take it all serious. It's not going to get you rich. Is there a chance that this is a really good high probability trade for us? I would say so. I'm confident of it. I'm going to take the trade myself. Anyways, guys, have a good trading week, and we'll talk to you later.